Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Jake and I'm currently serving on active duty military. When I get out of the military, I plan on using my GI Bill benefits. And I feel like something that confuses a lot of veterans is how does the housing allowance for the GI Bill work exactly? So in today's video, let's cover that. How does the GI Bill housing allowance work for veterans? And before we go any further, I do have to say that the VA is the final authority on anything related to your GI Bill benefits. If you have any specific questions tailored to your circumstances, call this number, 1-888-442-4551, and speak to a call center rep to ask them your specific question. There are two versions of the GI Bill. There's the Montgomery and the post 9/11. The benefits for the Montgomery are fixed, and it doesn't matter what your zip code is or what your tuition costs are. You're just getting a fixed dollar amount every month. More people are interested in the housing allowance that you get if you opt into the post 9/11 GI Bill, also called the Forever GI Bill. And with the post 9/11 GI Bill, money is paid directly to the school for your tuition, so you never see that. However, if you qualify, you can collect the housing allowance at the E5 dependent rate for the zip code of your school. So not your house or neighborhood, but the zip code of the school. And it's really important, but you cannot collect the housing allowance if you're still in service. Additionally, if you're on terminal leave, if you're anyway still technically in the service, you cannot collect the housing allowance for the post 9/11 bill. Additionally, you don't need to show your lease or provide any kind of documentation for proof of your rent or anything like that. The VA doesn't care. You can live at home for free if your family is okay with that and you want to go to a local community or state college. Additionally, you can find ways to live for free. If you apply to be a resident assistant on campus and you live in the dorms for free, then you just get to pocket the BAH amount, and that's just extra money you get to keep. Additionally, the housing allowance is paid by direct deposit. You'll give them your checking or savings account routing number, and then you're paid on the first of every month. If you go to an international school, maybe in London or Sydney, you're paid the national average of the E5 dependent rate. So currently this year it's 1,833. And if you go to a purely online school, then you only get half of the national average, so 917. I feel like this bill was written 12 or 13 years ago, and online education has come a long way since then. I hope that Congress amends this law soon to allow for the national average when attending online-only schools. The good news is that lots of universities allow for hybrid tracks, so as long as you attend one in-person class a semester, it doesn't matter if the rest of them are purely online, you still qualify for the full BAH rate. Additionally, you'll get a book stipend of $1,000 per year or $500 a semester for every semester you're enrolled, and this is once again just a direct deposit. When you factor in all these benefits combined, let's do an example. Let's say for my home state of Wisconsin, I were to go to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Tuition is $12,800 a semester. For 4 years, you get the book stipend, $500 a semester, $1,000 a year. The E5 dependent rate for BAH is $1,656. Multiply that by 36 months. The total value of the post 9/11 GI Bill when going to a good state school is about $115,000. So we've established how important getting that housing allowance is. However, there are lots of veterans that get tripped up. So let's go through the common scenarios and questions that people have about the GI Bill housing allowance. First thing people need to know is that you are paid after the fact. You're not paid for the month you're about to be in school. You get paid for the previous month that you were in school. How does this work? Let's say that you start classes for a new semester on September 1st. You're going to have your own housing and food budget set up and good to go for September, because you're not going to get paid for September until October 1st. The first of the month, you are paid the housing allowance benefit for the previous month. Additionally, the school must submit a student's enrollment information to the VA for that semester in order to start these payments. So if you're behind on your paperwork for whatever the Veteran Administration's office on campus needs, or for some reason your school is behind on processing their paperwork, It's very possible that you might miss this initial October 1st housing allowance check, and in that scenario you'd have to wait for November 1st. However, they would back pay you the benefits for then 2 months. Additionally, the housing allowance is prorated depending on the month. What do I mean by this? Well, let's say that you're in class in December and you only go to class for the first 15 days of the month. So you're going to get your prorated BAH amount on January 1st, but it's only going to be for half a month. The university is going to tell the VA, hey, the normal semester was only for half a month in December. The VA is then only going to give you half a month's worth of BH on January 1st. And the VA counts the prorated amount to the day divided by 30. So if you're in class the full month, you get the full amount. It doesn't matter if there's 28 days or 31 days. But every other day, the VA is going to count the number of days that you were officially in class and then divide that by 30, and then that is your prorated fraction. So let's say your semester ended on the 14th, so you were only in term 14 days. Your BAH amount is 1,500. 14 divided by 30 is the prorated fraction of 1,500 that you'll receive for BAH for the month. That's $700. This $700 you would then get on January 1st. And this even counts after you graduate. Let's say you graduated on December 14th and you're officially no longer in school. Well, you're still going to get one more check from the VA on January 1st for a prorated amount. Additionally, you must be in school full-time in order to receive the full amount of the BAH. Most four-year universities, 12 credits is considered full-time. As long as you're enrolled 12 credits or greater, you're going to get 100% of the BAH rate for that month. Now, you must be greater than half-time to receive any BAH. So if full-time is 12 credits and you only enroll in 6 credits, then you will get 0% of your eligible BAH. Which is why for the post 9/11, it really only makes sense to use or to opt into if you're going to go back to school full-time. So what happens if you only enroll in 8 credits? Well, then the VA is going to prorate your BAH based on the fraction of credits of full-time that you're enrolling in. So if full-time is 12 and you only enroll in 8 for the semester, that comes out to be 0.66. The VA is going to round that up to the nearest, I guess, 10th placeholder. So it'd be 0.7 or 70% of your BAH. So if your normal BAH amount is 1,500, you only enrolled in 8 credits, you're only going to get 70% of that, so $1,050. Now, what if you drop a class? What if you just become overloaded with schoolwork, or you really bombed one test and you want to drop a class? As long as you're above 12 credits, it doesn't matter. So if you were at 15 and you were to mid-semester withdraw or drop out of a 3-credit class, as long as you're still full-time, it's not a big deal. It's only when you drop down below 12 or below full-time status, then the university is going to report that to the VA, and it's going to take time to do this. And then the VA is going to withhold future benefits from you to basically retroactively correct the payments they made to you during the semester. So if you were at 12 and you dropped a 3-credit class and you went down to 9, you're only gonna be getting 80% of your BAH, or you should only be getting 80%, but the VA doesn't know that you dropped a class yet. So it might not be until next semester that they correct your payments to be 80% of what it was. So in the next semester, you might get a really low dollar amounts at the beginning of the semester, and it's because they retroactively corrected your payments from the previous semester. But it's still a great benefit. It's definitely a lot of money on the table. Veterans really need to understand exactly how the housing allowance works and how they can definitely maximize it while pursuing their education. That's all I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up so the algorithm knows it's good. In addition, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I talk about finance and investing topics. And if you have any questions or comments, leave me one down below. I'll try to help you if I can. Once again, the VA is the final authority on anything related to the GI Bill. Till the next video, take care.